Hey vape fans, Michael Sullivan here with another Mount Baker Vapor product spotlight. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Aspire Nautilus Mini. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what it's going to look like. Alright, so when you receive this in the mail, it's going to come in this packaging here. You're just going to slide this out of the box and let's see what we have. So it's going to come with the tank itself, which already has a coil installed, an extra coil, and a beauty ring here for all of you Ego users. So before we get into taking it apart, I wanted to kind of highlight some of the differences between this piece and the full-size Nautilus. So the major difference is obviously going to be that size. The full-size Nautilus was already quite large for a Clearomizer, and here with the Nautilus Mini we've gotten down to about the same size as the full size of any other tank or Clearomizer tank that you see on the market. So personally I like the smaller form here, and the glass just doesn't seem as vulnerable as the other unit. One of the other big differences you're going to see is in the coil itself. So here I have the coil that comes with the Mini, and when we look down in the center you're going to see a little piece of mesh down in there. Here is our full size, which they look really similar, but when you look down in you're going to see the coil itself, and if you look hard you see the coil below it, as well as that small amount of polyfill. So where you see the big difference in these coils is when you take out that piece of mesh. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so what you're going to see now is instead of that small piece of polyfill in the coil, you see a lot more of that wicking material. I've found that this is really helpful, and it kind of is a lot more similar to a cartomizer than any Clearomizer coil before. It seems to stay saturated longer and be less prone to dry hits, so I think that's a big improvement on this coil. So now that we've gone over the similarities and the differences, we can dismantle this piece. So it's going to be very similar to the full-size Nautilus if you've ever used that, but we'll still go through it. Removable 510 drip tip. This is a bottom coil tank, so you're going to fill it from the bottom, and that's where we'll start taking it apart. So here we have our base with the adjustable airflow. It has 4 different settings, so you can adjust it to the airflow that you prefer. And here we have that coil piece in there. This can unscrew from the base whenever you're going to be replacing your coil. The top here we have that center post and our glass tank, which is a 2 milliliter capacity. This can also unscrew for easy cleaning. And dismantle that glass tank, and this will remain one piece but is easy to clean since it's all metal. So when reassembling we'll just put the glass piece back on, and then we can fill it. So here on the side, hopefully you can see it, we have our capacity lines, and I'm just going to fill it up to that very top line there, the one that says 0.5. Now you can see you just take your base, put it in, and it's going to screw right into there. Like most other Clearomizers, it's going to need a little bit of time to prime. It's going to help a lot if you put your drip tip on and just give it a few dry pulls to make sure that your coil is fully saturated before you start vaping. And there you have it. Alright, so now that it's all filled and primed, we are ready to give it a vape. So let's see how it does. It's got good vapor production, and the flavor is good as well. I prefer this piece over the full-size Nautilus by a lot. I think it has to do with that different coil they started using in it. So if you're a Clearomizer user and you're looking to try out something new, I would highly recommend checking out the Nautilus Mini. So if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and maybe share it with a friend. And we'll see you next time.